No, 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 no. And we never go to dip again. Yes, we can lift and open the cuticle. Yes, we can work with this bit on the side wall as well. But we never go deep underneath. Again, no damages. Needle bit. Let me open it. So the packaging we created, it's pretty bulky for exposition, so for shipping, but it's good because of its protecting our bits. So when you receive them, see, they're not moving inside, and it's cool because when you receive them, they will not wobble, they cannot damage, they cannot get damaged during shipping, right? Especially it's so important with bits like this. They have sharp point here. So the bits like here we have, it is needle bit. It is good for sidewalls again, but if you will go with this bit underneath of your cuticle and you want to catch something, it won't work. Please don't do it, even don't try it. Trust me, it will catch something else around or it will poke the skin. So we never use this bit for the cuticle area. We always work with the sidewalls, never for the cuticle area. Drum bit. Let me show you our drum bit. See the drum bit? So when you work diamond, again, look at the diamond. See? So the diamond we have the diamond even on the corners. You see? Why? Because of when we work with this bit, we work with this bit with the different angles, especially for stretched cuticle, right? We can work with the angle, with the corner. This is, I would say, advanced technique, not for beginners, because of one wrong angle, one wrong push, and then overfile. So you have to control every motion with this bit, but it's pretty amazing. Putting it back. See? Next. 3 diameters of the orb bit. See, this is 1.6, 2.5, 2.9. They're all three different. Everything is dependent on the proximal nail fold you work with. So you will always choose wherever works for your client, not wherever you like. Because you can like one of those bits, for example, 2.9, but it would be too wide for your cuticle. Or you can like 2.5, but it will be too narrow. And this one is cool to catch some lifted skin, right? What you cannot catch with a wide orb. Let me give you some clues. Why I'm talking about it. The cuticle here. First of all, we work with those guys only when the cuticle is lifted and 90 degrees, and it's 90 degrees up. So we work with already almost detached skin here with our here, exfoliation here. So what we're doing, we're working with almost already detached white keratinized tissue, and our goal is to leave some, right? So we do not damage the skin, we do not poke. If we have the too high proximal nail fold, right, then we can use 2.5 or we can use 2.9, which is 2.5 millimeter diameter or 2.9 millimeter diameter. Let me compare them so you can see them together. Do you see the difference, right? So one is a little bit smaller, one is a little bit bigger, but it's not too big. Personally, I love both of them. If you work with 2.5 or 2.9 with a high proximal nail fold and your cuticle is right here, you can, like, I would prefer probably 2.9 more here, right? So it's faster. It catches more keratinized tissue right here, so your motion will be so fast here, and it will exfoliate it like super quick. If you work with the lower proximal nail fold and you have something here left and you take too big bit, there is a chance that you can overfile your nail plate with your bit, right? So personally, I would recommend to use 2.5s here. So a little bit smaller, so you have that chance to catch something if your cuticle fall a little bit down. So you can catch it and go on the side again. Okay, that's 2.5, that's 2.9. About 1.6. It is a super little guy. See here? You know why it's cool? For example, you already exfoliated everything right here, and you have something left here. Or you did a round motion and the cuticle fell down. So if you take the big orb, it will act like it will over exfoliate here, right? It just overfile the nail plate. We can take the little helper 1.6 and we can catch it from here. So what I'm doing, I'm working only on some spots where I see the cuticle lifted already, but I never go over the whole eponychium, like everywhere here, not everywhere on the proximal nail fold. I'm controlling every motion. That's why I'm always telling that you have to be professional. You have to know everything you do. If you don't know what you're doing, please, it's not yours for now. Practice before you start. Practice makes things perfect, right? But nobody's perfect from the beginning. Just remember that. This is our tidbit. The tidbit we have here. It is actually so cool. People use it for different things, but I'll show you, I'll give you some clues how we use it. Everything is depending on what speed would you use. So the speed I use is vary. Depending on the skin, normally it is it's a huge range here. It's like from 8 to 15,000 RPM, revolution per minute, right? We have. But I use lower speed for diabetics. I use lower speed for super sensitive people or for people who has super thin skin. So how to recognize, how to see where the skin is thin, you just press on it and you see that the blood vessels becoming red so fast. That meaning that you have to be super delicate and super gentle with this person and use less speed. If you work with super thick skin, I could raise my speed, but at the same time, then higher my speed is, then lower pressure, then less pressure I use. 2.5, what speed will you use? 2.5, 2.9. For orbits, I always use higher speed because I'm barely touching the skin and I need to exfoliate so fast. Next, this one, tidbit. So the tidbit we have here, what I can do, I can work with the sidewall, but just always remember about the sidewall. If in proper angle, right? So when we have our tidbit, we cannot hold it at this angle because we will definitely overfile. It is a tidbit. Tidbit. This, here we go. Some of the bits we have blue only because I don't think we need to manufacture red. They are way too soft for some skin, even for super thin skin, way too soft. Our bits are super delicate, and they work more smooth than the other brands, and they works